Please remain standing as the Millington Central High School NJROTC presents the colors.
Aquí ya se movió la bandera.
¿Cuántas son ahí?
¿Eh? Pues nos vamos para acá.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing for the alma mater.
On the state's western border, read against the sky, proudly stands our alma mater as the years go by. Forward ever be our watch and conquer and prevail. Hail to thee, our alma mater, Millington, all hail, all hail.
You may be seated. Next, we have Ms. Gina Parker with the welcome.
Good evening. To past and present Trojans, parents, teachers, coaches, board members, and faculty and staff of the Millington Municipal School District. If you do not know me, my name is Gina Ann Parker, and I'm the senior class president here at MCHS. Traditionally, graduations are a big deal because it is the last time the class will ever be together at the same time. This year, however, is different. Because of COVID-19, this is also the first time the class of 2021 has been together all year. But we persevered, like we always do, and we did it. Tonight, I am thankful for many people, but there are a few that I want to give just a special recognition to. First and foremost, I would like to give thanks to God, who created all of us for a specific purpose and is the reason we are all here today. To the parents, all the parents, thank you for the support, encouragement, and prayers. Thank you for driving us to practices, listening to us cry over our homework, and giving us hugs when we needed them. No matter how much we may deny it, we love y'all and couldn't have made it without you. And to my mom and dad specifically, I couldn't have asked for better parents. Thank you for being my number one cheerleaders, my biggest role models, and my anchor when things get tough. I promise I will always be your financial burden and that I love you. To the faculty and staff, thank you for being our home away from home, for being our sounding board, and for being our support system. Thank you for making sure we had all of the resources we needed to succeed and making sure there was always something to get involved in here at MCHS. A lot of our experiences happened outside of the classroom, which is where we grew into the people that we are today. We promise that we will make y'all proud. And finally, to the class of 2021, we did it. Thank you. For the homecomings, for the Friday night lights, for the Oscar nights, for the Spirit Weeks, and most importantly, for the memories. As I look over the past 4 years, I specifically remember our first day of high school. We walked through the doors on that early August morning with fear and excitement. We were scared to death to be in high school with a bunch of people that were taller than us. Or if you're like me, everyone is still taller than you. And sure, we were scared, but we were equally excited to start the next chapter of our lives. As I look around the stadium on this beautiful May evening, I see the same fear and excitement in everyone's eyes. Though this is the last time we will all be in the same place, remember that we will always have a home here in Millington and within each other. It has been an honor to serve you as your class president over the past 2 years, and I can't wait to see where life takes us. We did it. Thank you, and as always, it's a great day to be a Trojan.
Good evening. My name is Mark Neal. I'm the principal of Millington Central High School, and at this time it is my pleasure to welcome our distinguished guest. We are very honored that the following individuals are here to show their support for Millington Central High School and this graduating class. I know you will join me in welcoming the following individuals and groups. Our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. James Bo Griffin. Principals from the Millington Municipal Schools. Ms. Kathy Wilson, Millington Elementary, Ms. Patricia Spate, E.A. Harold Elementary, and Mr. Brandon Pointer, Millington Middle School. I would also like to acknowledge our Millington Municipal School Board. And not all members are here today, but we will call all of their names. Mr. Cody Childress. Mr. Christopher Denson. Mr. Marlon Evans. Ms. Cecilia Haley. Ms. Barbara Halliburton. Mr. Larry Jackson. And Mr. Greg Ritter. We would also like to thank our city officials that may or may not be in attendance tonight. Mayor Terry Jones and our Millington aldermen and city officials. Let's give them a round of applause. Platform guests, thank you so much for being here. Parents, family members, and friends, we acknowledge that these seniors would not be where they are today without your love, support, encouragement, understanding, and sometimes correction. At this time, I would like to recognize all of the parents, family, and friends of the graduates. I would also like to recognize a special group of individuals who have been very involved in the lives of our senior class. This year was more difficult than last as we navigated an entire year in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic and all of the mandates that followed. These individuals spent a tremendous amount of time, energy, and love in making sure that this graduating class had a productive year at MCHS. They did that by providing in-person as well as virtual instruction, by coaching or sponsoring extracurricular and fine arts events, as well as turning over every stone possible to ensure that the graduates sit on this field for this momentous event. At this time, I would like for the faculty and staff to please stand and be recognized. I would also ask that you join me in a moment of silence as we pay respect to a faculty member that passed away this year. We lost a pillar of the Millington Municipal Schools, and I ask that we all pause for a moment of silence to pay respect to the contributions that Ms. Gina Jordan made on our students, school, and community at large. Thank you. When I think of the definition of legacy, Ms. Gina Jordan will always come to mind. She left a true legacy for all students who enter into the Health and Occupational Science program at MCHS. Finally, I would like to recognize a group of individuals who work tirelessly to make sure our school is the best it can be. The Millington Central High School Administration. Vice Principal, Mr. Ben Rollins. Assistant Principal, Zane Adams. And Assistant Principal, Beth Hale. I also invited on stage tonight the incoming principal, Mr. Michael Perry. Admin, thank you for all of your support in grooming this very special group of young men and women. At this time, I would like to present Mr. Zane Adams, who will introduce our salutatorian.
Good evening. I have the pleasure of introducing the class of 2021 salutatorian. This young man's been a member of the NJROTC for 4 years. During his time in the NJROTC, he served as the company executive officer, the battalion commanding officer. He placed 7th in the state spring rifle competition, and he also set the school record twice during that time. He participated in the robotics club since the 7th grade. He was in the guitar club, where he served as the president in 2019-2020. Next year, he's going to be joining the United States Army, receive an honors diploma. So I'm proud to introduce the class of 2021 salutatorian, Dalton Fitzgerald.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to take the time to thank everybody, family, friends, teachers, and administrators for being here today. You are the backbone of the class of 2021. Without you, we would not have the opportunities we do. You have guided us and helped us reach our goals, and for that we cannot thank you enough. Even now, at the last stretch, the final day, you stand firm in your support for us, and it does not go unnoticed. Your efforts to propel us forward in our academic and social abilities have had profound effects on the men and women we are today. From all of us, thank you. Well, guys, we made it. After 13 long, grueling years of due dates, tests, and homework, we have finally reached the end. Many of you remember 13 years ago, the very first hurdle we would ever experience in the long series of trials and tribulations known as grade school: walking through the door. For some, this was an easy task. A new adventure, new friends, recess, nap time. For others, it was not so easy. A big, scary building full of strange people and no parents to comfort you. From that point on, we faced many challenges: academic challenges, social challenges, personal challenges, and we pulled through. Now here we are, basking in the glow of our success, enjoying the obligatory pats on the back and congratulations. We have made it together. But now, we face one more obstacle. And though it's a simple task, it's quite possibly the hardest we have had so far. As we sit here on the twilight of our childhood, we reminisce on all of our experiences thus far. The friends we've made, the things we've learned, the good times and the bad times. They've all culminated to where we are now. But as this nostalgia grows, the task at hand becomes increasingly more difficult. The final obstacle of our childhood is the transition to adulthood. While it may seem easier to focus on the past, the good times we know and love, we must be real with ourselves. These times are gone. Our everyday lives are about to change dramatically. The metaphorical room we find ourselves in was small to begin with, but now the walls are closing in. The only escape is through a dark door into the next room, and we can't see what lies ahead. We know we must go through this door, but there's no way of knowing what lurks around the corner. We can't take everything we hold dear, only what little we can grab in the fleeting seconds we have left. The door, the unknown, is the only way out. It's scary to think about leaving everything we know behind and starting over. But with endings come new beginnings. It's easy to focus on the bad parts of leaving, but we can't omit the good times that come with it. Here we are, about to enter the world of adulthood. New adventures, new friends, freedom, autonomy. It's all entailed with being an adult. And what's better is that we've prepared. For the past 13 years, we've molded ourselves into unique individuals with our own personalities, our own intellects, ideas, morals. They're all our own. And we get to take these things with us into our adult lives. And though they may change a million times in the next 10, 20, or however many years, we have laid the foundation for adulthood to grow on. Y'all, I could go on and on about what's entailed with becoming an adult, but all I'd be doing is delaying the inevitable. Even with all the benefits, it's still a daunting task. And as much as I want to procrastinate this task, as I've done with all my schoolwork this year, I know there's no use. Here we are. That gate, the entrance to the stadium, is where our metaphorical door stands. This field is all the room we have left. And we can't stay here. We can't stay here forever. It's time to make a move. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2021, I say this not to create morbid ideas in your head, but to invoke bittersweet sorrow in each and every one of you. These are our last moments together. Once we leave, there's no coming back. For some of us, this may be the last time we see each other. All we will have left are the memories we've made together. But we can't dwell on the grotesque details of parting with each other. Instead, we must look to the future. We must jump this hurdle and immediately tackle what comes next. The world never stops spinning. We can't quit now. We have to keep going. And so, I'll end with this. While writing this speech, I had many thoughts cross my head, but there was one that stood out to me. As I listened to my music, trying to drown out the deafening silence of uninspired ideas flying through the air, one verse of the song caught my attention. This song, one that has had great influence on many, I've not put much thought into, other than the 8-minute guitar solo that is pure musical gold. But as I've learned in my AP literature class, there are always a million ways to interpret a verse, whether it be Shakespeare or Ronnie Van Zant. Thanks, Mr. Lett. This verse, the opening verse, though it may have been written in another context, I figure it's pretty good to end my speech with. If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? For I must be traveling on now, because there's too many places I've got to see. But if I stay here with you, things just couldn't be the same. Because I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. Class of 2021, I thank you for the past 13 years of my childhood. Thank you for spending it with me. Thank you for making it what it was. Here's to the rest of our lives.
Tonight, I am honored to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2021 with an overall grade point average of 4.4364, Luis Terrero Carrello Reyes. Thank you to his parents, Luis and Joyce, for allowing us to get to know him these past 4 years. To those of us that know Luis, he's a fun-loving, laid-back, kind-hearted person. As a student, Luis is a determined, goal-oriented, focused, and can be a procrastinator at times. His famous response is, "Hey, don't worry, I got this." Luis's accolades were 5 pages, so I'm only going to fill you in on a few. NJROTC Cadet Lieutenant Commander, Military Officers of America Association Award for Cadet of Excellence, highest score in West Tennessee on the Naval Junior Reserve Officer Training National Academic Exam and Upper Quartile nationally. He represented the Millington Rotary Club in the Rotary Youth Leadership Summit. Luis was an active member and captain of many of our school organizations such as Knowledge Bowl, Model UN, Robotics Club, Soccer, Yearbook, NJROTC academic and athletic teams. He was a member of the MCHS Hall of Fame and the Millington Central High School 30+ Club. Luis was very active outside of school also. USC Brevard Scholars, University of Notre Dame Summer Scholars, group leader for the University of Tennessee Knoxville Vol 10, event coordinator and volunteer at the Church of Ascension, and director in community marketing for a 501c New Colors project. He is a recipient of the Quest Bridge National College Scholarship, and in the fall, Luis will attend Northwest University in Chicago. Woo! Remember your famous response? Hey, Luis, you got this.
Yes.
Millington Central High School, I present to you your valedictorian, Luis Terrero Carrello Reyes.
Hello, my name is Luis, and before beginning my speech, I would like everyone here, classmates, community members, parents, teachers, everyone, to think about a few questions and to answer them honestly. And remember, answer them honestly. Would 6-year-old you be proud of who you are and where you are today? And I don't mean would a younger you think you are cool or that you're all grown up? But if they knew all the work it took to get to where you were today, would they still want to be here? After all of your highs and your lows, would that 6-year-old you still want to follow in your footsteps? Would they want to be like you? Or would they be disappointed about what you gave up? But That kind of wisdom seems to be lost by age 7. This evening, all of us, united under the black cap and gown, at this high school graduation, stand by to celebrate the completion of our secondary education and to seek the wisdom of a 6-year-old. This year has been one for the history books. A coronavirus overtook the globe. Protests defined the year, and Tom Brady won another Super Bowl. Through the highs and the lows, I must admit the class of 2021 is a class truly made of black and gold. Black for its strength and resilience. To my beloved Minecraft gamers, the class of 21 is obsidian in its near unbreakable nature. And, of course, there's gold. My class is gold because of its malleability. We've been spread thin by the world's demands. Keep learning, stay in school, get a job, do something good with your time, stay isolated, do your best to remain human. Like gold, the class of 2021 can take a beating. Be pounded into extremely thin sheets and stretched into circuit boards and those cables Mr. Cooper has his students work with, all while remaining precious and, well, golden. Thank you for your resilience, class of 2021. I respect everyone sitting here before me, and it is a great honor to be your valedictorian. It is bittersweet, however, in many ways. To many, this is the first time we've been together in over a year, and for others, this may be the last time you ever see the person sitting to your right. It is bittersweet, however, because after spending most of the last 4 years thinking that the title valedictorian would improve my life, I stand here today to affirm that almost nothing has changed. In fact, the more I dwell on the matter, the more I ask myself why I'm here. I ask myself if having the ability to stand here before you all this evening was worth it. Would 6-year-old me want to be giving this speech? I thought being the valedictorian would make me proud. I thought the name of a top 10 school on my resume would make me happy, especially considering that nearly 15 years ago, I lived in a place where brilliance means nothing without corruption. Yet, I stand here, on a pedestal I made by hand, dreams achieved, but somehow it's empty. Bystanders and friends point out the difficulty of my journey, insisting that I must be proud of the diligence and resilience it took to hold on to and chase what used to be a dream, proud of overcoming and defeating the odds as a non-native English speaker, proud of being the first in my immediate family to graduate high school, and the first in my known extended family to do it in the great United States of America. And yes, I'm proud of those things, but no one says be proud of your parents, but they should. No one says be proud of your living conditions, but they should. Be proud of those calloused hands, earned from working in plumbing under houses for hours on end, and be proud of the blisters on your feet from standing in the uniform of a country that does not reflect your birthplace. But to me, right now, on this stage, those hardships, those seemingly significant points in time, are not the reason I'm here. In fact, what I'm most proud of are my parents. My parents who traveled thousands of miles, bid farewell to parents and siblings of their own, knowing they'd likely never share another sunrise. And for what? Well, seeing their daughter and son grow up in the United States meant more to my father than seeing his mother one last time before she passed away. For my mother, being here alongside her husband and children is more immediately valuable than the weddings, the celebrations, and even funerals, or even bidding a final farewell to loved ones the day we left. For my parents and myself alike, the opportunity to be here, beyond just the stage and the stadium, to be here in the land of the free, pursuing our American dream, cost us everything we knew and what we thought we knew. And if you ask any of us, it was worth it. Directly addressing my mother and father. Mamá, papá, siempre luchan por su sueño, al igual que me han enseñado a luchar por el mío. Estoy orgulloso de ustedes, más de lo que ustedes de mí. porque yo sé que no sería nada de lo que soy si no fuera en por quien ustedes me convirtieron. 6-year-old me may not have wanted to spend all the time working towards my goals, but I did. And so did you, or you wouldn't be here today. 6-year-old me, and you too, would have rather watched those silly movies with my dad, or have gone to Zumba with my mom, or played Rayman Legends with the most amazing little girl on God's green earth, my sister. And while older me knows that I'll never get that time back, I have to believe it was worth it. I wish that there was more time, but isn't there? I've learned just enough since I was 6 that the time is really what matters. And moving forward, don't we all have at least that? Time. You'll be told it's fine or it's no big deal if you miss a dinner or a family event. But I know 6-year-old me would wish I was there one more time, that I'd skipped one less meal with my parents. 6-year-old me would be proud of me for what I am, but would hate me for setting my family aside to get here. Think of it like this. We lost all kinds of time last year. Sure, we got out of having to come to school for a couple months, but what did we miss out on? There was no prom, no cadet ball. I love cadet ball. No field day. We were even told to stay indoors, stay covered, and stay 6 feet apart. It seemed like we'd never regain the lost time, nor our freedom. However, the CDC could not stop the Trojan spirit in the class of 21. We still skipped class in the annex bathroom. We still had a prom. We still completed our classes. And today, we graduate. I know it may have been different, but we're back. We demanded our time back, and you know what? We got it. Class of 2021. Pursue your inner 6-year-old's dreams, because we rarely get more than one chance. Shoot for the stars, because that's what 6-year-old you would have done. And if you can, hug those you love, because as life moves forward, you never know when you'll have to leave someone behind. And no amount of salary, scholarships, degrees, nor regret will bring them back. If there is anything I want you to take home tonight and remember forever, it is to make 6-year-old you proud of who you are and what you've become. Good night. Congratulations, Trojans. Go out and make this world more sweet than bitter. Make it special. Make it more wonderful and more full of the kind of time that is spent with those that matter most. And to all the future members of the military, active members, and retired members, thank you for your service and for defending our ability to pursue this American dream. Thank you.
Bravo!
Before we award diplomas, I would like to recognize a few groups of students. The first group are students receiving the Millington Municipal School District Honors Diploma for completing 12 honor units, including honors, advanced placement, and dual enrollment courses throughout their high school career. These students are wearing a gold cord tonight. Please stand now. You may be seated. Next, we want to recognize any students that are enlisting in any branch of the military. Please stand now. Thank you. Third, we would like to recognize the recipients of the Hope Scholarship. These students earned a 3.0 or higher GPA and a composite of 21 or higher on the ACT. If you earned the Hope Scholarship, please stand now. Lastly, I would like to recognize any student who received an academic and/or athletic scholarship. Please stand. Stay standing. Family and friends, class of 2021, these students standing have earned a total of over $6.1 million in scholarships. You may be seated. Family and friends, I will ask for your cooperation as we celebrate the achievement of this group of students.
We know how excited you are, and trust me when I say, we share in your excitement. MCHS faculty and staff have spent countless hours to make sure this night is special for our students. I am asking that as we call the names, you limit your responses to very short bursts of support. We appreciate your full cooperation and respect for all of the students graduating here tonight. Board of Education and Director of Schools Griffin, Millington Central High School has 168 students who meet the graduation requirements set forth by Millington Municipal Schools in the state of Tennessee. We ask that you award diplomas to these students.
This is the best part of my job. I emphatically agree. Congratulations, class of 2021.
By the power vested in me by the state of Tennessee, I hereby release diplomas to be awarded to the members of the May 2021 graduating class of Millington Central High School. Luis Tadeo Carrillo Reyes.
Woo!
Dalton Ray Fitzgerald. Bronwyn Faye Davis. Dalton Eugene Ford. Abby Bryn Joyner. Elijah Gray Roberts. Madeline Elizabeth Horn. Lauren Elizabeth Horton. Gina Ann Parker. Wesley Hyder Purser. Anthony Cortez Acque. Timmy Ahmed Adenario. Angelica Alanis. Christina Ivy Allen. Corey Ian Atkins. Rachel Marie Ballard. Marlon Demond Barentine. Damaris Batista. Brandon DeMichael Benton. Haley Renee Bernard. Shamira Natasha Bills. Lonzel Edward Blackwell Jr. Jaden Daniel Bowles. Naomi Faith Bosworth. Hayden Carter Boykin. Stelphon Darrell Branch. Tyler Cornelius Bryson. Jacob Neil Burkeen. Reginald Jermaine Caldwell. Chloe Taylor Carpenter. Jonas Douglas Carter.
Yo le cambio lenta, no le pongo el chico.
Adziri Mendoza Castro. Elijah Isidore Caswell. Talia Lene Chalmers. John Christopher Chavez. Emily Cisneros. Madeline Gail Clifton. Lillian Grace Klein. Joshua Landon Coates. Corey Demetrius Coburn. Savannah Shea Colbert. Mark Anthony Colon. Sarah Michelle Cooper. Turner James Courtney. Jasmine Elizabeth Cranfield. Jawan Keith Curry. Kayla Denise Dawson. Trey Scott Dean. Kara Celeste Dent. Henry Jeff Dixon. Anna Elise Dietz. Adrian Bartholomew Dowell Jr. Jalen Demario Dyson. Rayshawn Artez Edgston. Caleb Matthew Eskew. Kimberly Nicole Eskew. Justin Kendall Eugene. Diana Warden Fallerina. Jace Aaron Fiend. DeMonte Nathaniel Fleming. Leonardo Daniel Flores. Nadeline A. Forrest. Tia Denise Frazier. Tavion Alexander Gales.
Israel Alejandro Galindo. Andres Garcia. Thomas Alexander Gardner. Katie Ray Garner. Bria Marie Gaston. Tamika Michelle Gatewood. Ruth Ann Gilly. Colby Michael Good. Jeb Lucas Haley. Jaden Bruce Harmon. Perry Daniel Harold II. Drew Garrison Hassenberg. Julio Cesar Hernandez. Sergio Hernandez Jr. Courtney Marie Lynn Holmes.
I don't know about that.
Anne Maria Howard. Salome Renee Hudson.
I don't know if I'll make it happen. Plus, I'm not majoring in
Nicholas Albert
literature
Hutchison.
and algebra and chemistry. I'm majoring in gastriology.
Philip Daniel Isaacs.
Yeah, I'm gonna study like a little bit of a
Walter
biology.
Earl Jefferson.
And I do a lot of coding.
Lillian May Johnson. Alexis Marie Jordan. Tyler Trayvon Jordan. Aaliyah Janelle Kennedy. Logan O'Neill Kidwell. Allison Nicole Kiefer. Amy Marie Kincaid. Devin Deshawn Knight. David Christian Lark. Camarion Nizer Lewis.
I thought she was older.
Gabriel Patrick Malone. Allison Grace Morona. Dakota Rose Matthews. Lillian Rontierney Matthews. Caitlin Shelby McDonald. Trevor Austin Meadows. Cameron Jalen Miggins McDonald. Gavin Douglas Mills. Kimberly Diana Morellis. Gavin Eugene Moore. Jasmine Renee Moore. Morgan Shea Murphy. Joseph David Nutzel. Jack David O'Connor. Jackson Storm Orman. Robert Thomas Ozanik. Shalisha Lachey Page. Brian Austin Parham. Macy Morgan Patterson. Edwin Lee Perkins III. Maya Ann Marie Perry. Tri Hoang An Fong. Jamara Natasha Pierre. Caleb Benjamin Plump. Brandon Scott Porter. Jackson Hyatt Powell. Selena Tatum Price. Kylie Ashton Privet. Brianna Yvette Pryor. Aaron Marcus Ransom. Lydia Mackenzie Reeder. Casey James Robinson. Gaspar Rodriguez. Caleb Cole Rotenberry. Mario Emmanuel Ruiz. Emily Michelle Sajan. Stephen Trey Shapley. Teresa Marie Sharp. Abraham Levi Sigmund. Avriana Grace Smith. Hunter Bradley Smith. Malia Saray Smith. Emily Louise Stafford. Nakiria Janae Starks. Jacob Ryan Stokes. Jason Terrion Sumrow. Kiana Lachey Timms. William Gerard Thunes. Cartasia Tashana Threlkeld. Joseph Christopher Traumatosi. Donovan David Trotter. Fabiola Alejandra Villa Rodriguez. Reginald Earl Wall, Jr. Carlton Dakota Wallace. Daniel Edward Warren. Imani Shalon Watkins. Olivia Mashanti Watson. Marley Gwendolyn Watson. Daniel Marshall White. Kenji Cerrone White. Stefan Joseph Wilson. Kinsey Jennifer Withers. Malik LaShawn Wooten. Brandon Lee Worthington. Erica Ann Wright. Sethrin Joel Wright. Milton D. Yarbrough. Daniel James Young.
You may be seated. Class of 2021, it is customary that at this time you move your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. This change is symbolic of the change in your status as you complete the move from childhood to adulthood. High school graduation is a rite of passage that signifies that you are ready to face the challenges that will soon be presented to you. Many of you have already overcome serious obstacles that could have prevented you from being here tonight. Others of you may be moving toward the most challenging situations you have yet to encounter. On this day of change, I encourage you to face challenges head on, with dignity, with respect for others, and with an appreciation for those who have helped you along the way. Whether you move into higher education, directly into the workforce, or perhaps our armed services, I hope you will cherish the time you spend at MCHS and you value the education you have received. I challenge you to continue learning, continue growing, and to be worthy of the title Millington Central High School alumnus. On behalf of everyone here tonight, I congratulate you on your achievement. Class of 2021, please stand. As we prepare to conclude our commencement program, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, we ask that you remain in the stands until the graduates have recessed from the field. You can meet them at the cars, and please remember that due to social distancing, students and guests, we will not be allowed to congregate in the parking lots. Thank you for your cooperation. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Ya así que ni le hicieron de pedo, ya todos estaban gritando.
Ya. Adiós.